Hi, Kim.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Okay.
What'd you get done in between?
I made something to eat. I worked on this cape.
Is it on you? Is the cape on you?
No.
Oh,
No. I'm just trying to figure out. I've figured out the collar. I'm trying to figure out this buttonhole. It's like this ain't gonna work. So
oh,
this
yeah.
button's not working. So I was like, okay. They said put two pieces of fabric together. No, not gonna work. So I think I'm gonna have to put interfacing in there.
Mhm. Let's see it again.
So
Hi, Suzette.
Hi.
Oh,
yeah,
isn't it
I gotta
pretty?
put the collar on. But this is what it's gonna look like.
Gosh, I love that. And that button is awesome.
Yeah,
So you were just practicing the buttonhole on
yeah,
something else.
yeah. I
Shoot.
just took a strip of fabric and see if the buttonhole would work. But I don't like that, so I think I'm gonna have to put. I'm not really. I had to change machines out, so I said, well, I'll see if this buttonhole works. But the size of the buttonhole works, but it's crazy.
Look,
It's like
yeah, the
it's just
finish.
huge.
See,
Yeah,
is that what? Yeah, that stretch.
yeah. So I was like, okay, I have to put some interfacing in there because I don't do a lot of big buttonholes anyway. So I usually put snaps in.
Ooh, look at Cheryl's beautiful wallpaper.
Yeah.
That is pretty.
Ooh.
You're muted, Cheryl. Yeah, gosh, Kim, I'm wondering do you ever do any hand sewing? Because it seems like that embroidery floss would be so awesome. You could just clip and finish it with a little embroidery floss and then have that kind of chunky thread to go with the chunky button.
Not if I can help it.
Okay, you can mail it to Cheryl. She can embellish it and send it back with the
What are you
button.
trying to do?
Just a buttonhole. Just a buttonhole. Yeah. I think I have to put some interfacing behind it because it's all wiggly. And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's what you need.
yeah. So, because it
Yeah.
just said to put a piece of fabric behind it. And I
Mm-hmm.
was like, that's not going to work. So,
Oh, yeah, interfacing.
yeah. And I got plenty of that. So,
That's good.
Your
I just
easy
bought some.
project is giving you a run for your money, Kim.
I know it's like I'm already. I mean, I love the colors, but it's like, okay, I hate this little thing.
You
Right?
hated the little organizer too, so maybe hate is like your fuel, right? You know?
I don't want anything to give me. I mean, it's like with this, it's like I had brain farts just to figure out the stuff. It's like, okay, I mean, the collar, I figured it out in the shower. It's like, oh, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay.
What was the answer to the collar?
Well, I just had to trim it underneath and then tuck it all in and then sew it down.
Okay.
So it's like, there's no facing on it. So I'm used to having a facing with the collar. So I was like, oh, okay, that's easy enough.
I have workers here.
Oh, I wondered if that was like someone's husband or.
And I tried doing, the earphones and what have you, but I can't. Yeah, they're doing the wallpaper in the living room and hallway. So,
They're putting it up for you?
well, they're taking the old stuff down right now.
Oh, nice. Now, the wallpaper that's behind you is stunning. Are you getting rid of that or are you keeping it?
No, not yet. We had a flood downstairs. The pipe from our well burst and kind of flooded everything. So the living room wallpaper starts down there, and so they have to continue all the way up here and take it down. And I'm putting up almost the same exact paper because I love it so much.
Are you?
Yeah, and last year my sister-in-law was here and she said, you know, isn't it about time you change this wallpaper? You've had it for so long.
And
I
you
said, I love it. I'm not changing it. And she'll hear that I got new wallpaper and then she'll be excited, right? When she's able to come over after COVID, she'll see it looks the same.
Oh, what color is it? What kind of, tell us about the print. What kind is it?
It's not a print. It's, okay, what's up there now is pink and it looks like it's pickled with white,
Mhm.
like, you know, with a brush. And then just a really pretty border with spearmint color and pinks and whites and gold. So what I'm getting is almost the same pink, except I can't describe the finish on it. It says it's marbleized, but it doesn't look anything like it's marbleized. And I had to get a different border. But it's cute. It has little birdhouses and flowers. Yeah. So
Very nice.
yeah.
Hey, Casey.
Hi, Casey.
He's like a ray of sunshine coming through
I
down
know.
there. Are you outside? Oh, you're still muted, Casey. You'll have to, after you get it done, Cheryl, you'll have to get a picture and show
Okay.
us. It sounds amazing.
Can I show you my cats?
Yes.
My bat.
Prepare.
Here they are.
Whoa, Cheryl.
They're fun.
Wow.
Goodness.
Look, he's trying to fly already.
A work of art. You
Yeah,
got to
right
go
then.
up, go up a
Little
little
bump.
higher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, go up a little higher.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Cute.
Wow. Those
And
are beautiful.
the bat's done in 3 parts, and then you put it together after with brads.
Uh-huh.
Wow. You do that on your embroidery machine?
Yeah, I love doing the lace.
Wow. Suzette,
But
can
the
you
bats,
imagine?
the
No.
bats
No.
flying,
There.
You'll get there.
flying out of my shop.
I bet you they are. Can I just ask what you charge? They look so magnificent.
The bat is 11, and the
That's
cat is 8.
Wow.
Wow.
And it's
That's
like the
really
size. Here's
inexpensive.
my hand, so you can see.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Those are awesome. So adorable.
They're fun. I make seashells, and I make like a 10-inch angel that's in all different parts for Christmas.
Oh, beautiful. Tell us the name of your Etsy shop again.
Okay, it's Nini Pie, N like in Nicholas, EENIEPIE.
Adorable.
Nini pie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful. I was talking with Isabel. I'm pretty sure Halloween will be canceled this year. And I was like, someone needs to come up with like a fun replacement tradition,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I
Because
don't
the
know.
costumes are part of the fun for the little ones.
Right.
Coming up with something really
They like to
creative.
dance.
So some
Yeah.
venue where they can show off their costumes.
There's
Mhm.
got to be a Zoom. There should be like a Zoom thing for the kids.
Well, you know how it is trick or treat? They could just do a whole bunch of tricks
Yeah.
on Zoom
Yeah,
and get rid of the treats.
that's true.
Mhm. Yeah, but I can't imagine opening the door personally, like, right? I love to see the kids, but like, right? It's right up in your
Your face.
Like, there's no way this is working.
No, no.
Um,
Unless you're like hucking the candy.
On a fishing rod. Here, grab the candy.
What parent, right? What parent would know, like at every intersection, I couldn't find a way around how to get the candy safely to them.
I know. Mm,
And just the whole, even if you could, you can put it down and back up, which is, one way of doing it, but then the kid has to pick it up and then the parents thinking like, well, is this covered with stuff or what? So yeah.
Right.
Where was it,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But the stores are loaded with Halloween candy. So what do they think is going to happen to all that candy?
Well, I can tell you what's
Parents will
going to happen
eat
to
it.
some of it.
What?
My husband always buys candy for the kids. And we lived on a street where when we first got there was like 17 kids. So yeah, some came by. Then they all aged out. He still bought the same amount of candy.
Mine too. Mine too. And then I said, we'll freeze it. Well, he'll eat it frozen.
Oh, yes. I've tried that at our house too, thinking it will
Yeah.
slow them down.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. Yeah, I'll still buy her candy and some candy for us, but I can't imagine buying the same amount I would have bought before. Like in this neighborhood, we have so many kids. Would spend like $100 on candy.
Wow.
Yeah, and we would
Used
still
to be,
run
yeah.
out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I loved it when I was a kid and they ran out because they'd put pennies in your bag.
You know, there's a national coin shortage.
Yeah.
Don't need pennies either.
Right. And when we were kids one time, we went up to the beer gardens and went inside and the men all threw like nickels and quarters in the bags.
Oh, wow.
And my father heard from one of the bar people that we went there because he used to frequent this one after work for an hour. And yeah, we got in trouble.
Cheryl, you gotta write this book. Oh my gosh. Or at the very least, you gotta let someone interview you so that it could get recorded.
Yeah. Mm.
What did we name it? We took a detour.
Yeah. That's right.
And there was a fabric shop.
Yeah. Tell us about your location, Casey. You just went outside the
Yeah.
camper.
Yeah, I plan on being outside because Dave was going to be doing something, having one inside, and I also laid out the coat that I've been working on to show you how I was kind of trying to do the pattern thing.
Oh, good. Yeah.
I was going to show you that, folks, but let me just let's see if I turn you. Let's see if I can give you a little sense of where we are. So we're in, it's sunny out today. We had rain last night, or yesterday afternoon. It was very exciting. The gully here had water running in it. We were like, "Ooh, look at all the water!"
It's so hot.
You really get excited about rain out here. Even I've only been here. We've only been here since September full time, and I'm like, yeah, I get it.
Oh, wow.
So do you want me to show you the coat in its disassembled layers?
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I'm going to switch my camera, hopefully, and not lose you folks, to front. Can I do that? Nope, I don't know that I can do that. I don't know how to do it from here. So I'm just going to turn you around and face you downward. Okay. So what I have here is I've kind of cut it apart in different places. And usually I lay, can you see that? Am I in the right spot? There we go. I usually lay the coat, the pattern stuff down first and put the coat on top of it. But this time, wait a minute, the cat has got herself tangled. Oh, don't do that.
Cat rescue. It's an action-packed episode.
There you go. She gets herself all tangled up and then she tries to pull out of her harness. And then she's like, oh, look, I'm free. I think it's a plot. I think she actually plans on these things, especially when I'm busy. It's like kids, when you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Or talking to someone for the first time all day.
Yep. So what I did was I laid it on top here and then I just could feel the seam and I marked in there
Oh, clever.
and down here. I kind of pinned it in the middle.
Yeah.
And then I kind of lost track of my center. What are you doing? Oh, geez, the cat. Sorry. So then I marked the center spot here off of the seam and then came up and around. So that's how I did it with that one. Let's see, you're all sideways. There we go. I did try using the masking
Yeah.
tape, and it might work on something where, you know, historically you don't want to take it apart, but I didn't really love this technique.
Okay. And it looks like it used a lot, even just for that little piece.
Well, on another piece, I did it just around the edges and then kind of lifted it up. And then I placed it back down, and it was pretty accurate. So this one, it did work pretty well, but it's really, you know, the stiff thing. So I'm not sure how that's going to work when I go to cut it out, but.
Oh,
And then you added the seam allowance. Is that
Yeah.
what we see around the edge there?
Yeah, so you see
And
the
it
green
looks
piece?
like you went, like, is that an inch, Casey? Did you go with an inch?
No, it's 5/8.
Oh,
It's
okay.
5/8. It's just hard to tell with the camera. I think my camera bows everything, so it makes it look even
Ah,
brighter.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
very nice. So you're actually getting to work outside. I have always wanted to sew outside.
Me
I
too.
do a lot of my sewing outside just because it's so tight inside. But
You actually do sew outside?
yeah, in fact, the table I'm working on is where I usually set up my sewing machine. If it's not over 86, 89,
Yeah.
when that gets that hot, then it's too hot.
Oh, how fun. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Have you ever tried it, Cheryl? You haven't?
Sewing outside? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You have?
I used to always sew outside when I lived with my mother, which we had a huge porch, and I would sew out there in the summer all the time. We used to iron out there too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much all the ironing happens out here. I don't want to heat the camper up.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fun. We have 2 covered porches. I am going to set up an outdoor sewing space.
I tried it on my card table because I have an enclosed porch, and the card table shakes too much. So
Oh, yeah, that's
I would
awful.
love
sew.
to be out there with something sturdy, but
So I used one of those folding tables. That's the plastic. They're about 2 inches thick around the edges. The
and
collapsible
it
ones.
doesn't wiggle or anything.
No, not too
Are
bad.
they similar to the real big ones that you buy?
Yeah. In
Okay.
terms of construction, this one is, like I said, at the edge, it's about 2 inches. You know, it's molded plastic. We
Okay.
have another one that's a little bit, that's the 6-foot one that folds in half, and that's thinner. I
Mhm.
don't know how that would be, but you got to get the height right, because otherwise you're doing this.
Yes.
So I come out here and I put like 3 pillows underneath me. I'm kind of teetering on my pillows.
Do your neighbors wander by and are they curious?
Here, people don't come in too often. Some of them will wave and say something. But when we were down in Black Canyon City, I often got folks coming by, mostly women who look at me wistfully and say, "Oh, I used to sew." But then we went traveling full time, and I had to let go of my machine. I was like, "You see me?
No
I'm
way.
not letting go of the machine."
Uh-uh.
Honestly, can't imagine not sewing. Can you all?
No.
No. It's like my psychologist.
Yeah.
I remember once when the kids were little and Tad was probably 9 years old, and I must have been a little short with him or something, and he just turned to me and said, "Mommy, I think you should go sew."
How cute.
I was like, "Yep, you're right, kid. I probably should."
Have you always sewed, Casey? Like the whole time you raised your children, were you sewing?
Oh yeah. In fact, I couldn't figure out how I did it after the kids were older, but I did go back to work full time. But it just seemed like when they were little and there was so much to do, I still managed to sew.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, but I did.
Yeah.
And you think, how did I do that? No, it's like, how do I get it in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about you, Kim? How long have you been sewing?
Since I was like 10. I started sewing when I was like 10. Yeah.
And you never gave it up or put it aside?
Nope. I made all my daughter's party dresses and Halloween costumes and all that.
Yeah.
I started sewing in 2006 and have never stopped. Like I've sewed full time every week since 2006. But before that, I seriously had 10 years I wanted to sew.
Mm.
Yeah. But I tried it and I had the worst disasters ever.
Aw.
Really bad. In fact, the people that know me can't believe I can sew based upon the disasters I had.
Well, you're a good textbook for persistence.
Mm.
Sheer determination. And then Suzette, have you been sewing 4 years now?
About 4, yeah.
And I feel like you sew full time too. Like you're
Not
sewing a
really.
lot. You don't think so? No?
No.
How many days a week do you think you sew?
I probably sew almost every evening, but not
Really?
a whole lot.
God.
Not all day though.
No, and not every night, but
Mm.
a lot of it's watching videos to
Research.
try to learn something new. But
Yeah.
this garment thing is a lot.
Oh, God, I think it's
No,
endless.
I think the handbags is worse though.
Oh
Oh, you
no!
do?
Oh my
love them.
God. Oh
I have
my
to
God.
grab this. I'm gonna grab this book I bought on garment making and show it. See if you all know, or if you've heard of it.
Well, Kim, handbags fit everybody. You don't have to worry about that.
That's true.
Yeah, I love bags because you can finish them, Kim.
Yeah,
Well, I can finish a garment. I mean,
You know, I have to tell. Oh, go ahead.
Have you seen that? Have you heard of
I
this
think I've-
before?
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
No.
It looks amazing. Like for detail, like if I were curious.
Mhm.
So I got that.
Is
in
it to
there.
make a pattern?
Who's the author of that?
Joe Barnfield and Andrew Richards. And it's called The Pattern Making Primer.
So do they start with measurements and you have to, draw a straight line and draw an angle and here's how you fill in your neckline and that kind of stuff? Is it that right from the beginning or?
I think it's right from the beginning because they even have, definitions for reading the pattern. Suzette, I think this would be helpful for you too. All the tools,
Wow.
which I didn't know these things existed.
Does it have the directions to make what they call a sloper or your basic pattern and then you design off of that?
Let me look in the index, Casey. Okay, so they have the basics, drafting techniques. I think that's what you're asking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pattern development and the designer maker. And that's the 4 sections.
Okay. I happen to have 2 old books that are from the 30s and 40s where it was when you would go and take a class to become a seamstress or whatever. And it has all of that, you draw a straight line from here to here, the length of your center back, and then you do a perpendicular from here, 15 inches down, and that's your arm size. And, it's all the geometry of it. And it's fun if you're a problem solver. I'm not sure if you just want to do some casual sewing, whether it's, but it might help you in terms of figuring out designees and things like that to fine tune a pattern.
Yeah.
And I prefer to just do my own thing. So once I figure out the calculations and the measurements, to me, then that'll be my happy spot.
Ooh. I
with
have
it.
to send you a link my daughter sent me. Is a video of a girl who did what they call a let's see, I think she's British, but they call it a bodice block, which I would call your sloper pattern. So it has in the folds is in the fold. If you do in the folds bodice block, you'll end up at where they make the doing it with the measurements, and it's all video. So Suzette, if you like video.
Wow. That's nice.
And so my daughter had sent it to me and she said, what do you think of this? And I was kind of researching it. By the time I got back to her, she had already gone to the in the folds and made herself a body block.
Wow, good for her.
Wow.
She's an engineer. So, that kind of
yeah.
thing is really up her alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, neat. What were you going to say, Cheryl? And didn't you
I
have
don't
pants?
remember.
We got to let you speak as soon as it's time because I know how that is. Gosh, it's the worst. Did you have pants for Suzette? I think you mentioned you had a pants
Yeah, I
pattern.
gave it to her. Did you get that number?
I did, yeah.
Oh, Kim, you had the pants.
Yeah.
I gave it to
Oh,
her.
okay. Tell me the number because I didn't get it then. I think
It was,
Maureen was asking a question at the same time. So my
Simplicity
Ooh.
8389.
yes.
83.89. And what kind of fit is it?
It's really loose.
Oh,
That's
those
the
look
one
like
I
crab
made.
pants.
Those are really loose. They're really wide leg. That's the one that Doreen made. Those are the
Oh, it
same
is.
ones.
Oh, and
Those
she
are the
couldn't
same-
remember which pattern, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't look, they don't look the same, I guess, because they chose.
I think Doreen made the slimmer one.
Yeah, I think she made these.
where her hand is.
Which
Right.
one would you make, Suzette?
I think I like the baggy ones.
Mhm.
They're very
Me too.
baggy. So you have to kind of adjust the crotch because it hangs.
Oh no, this series is gonna be a hoot. Oh, Cheryl, we can't hear you. I think you're
She's
saying something.
muted.
Is it one of those pants patterns where after you make it, the waistband comes up to here?
No, I didn't really have a problem
You know,
about the
because the
waist.
crotch
I had a
is too
problem.
long.
I had a problem with the crotch. That's the only problem
That's
I
what I
had.
mean.
You
That's
can
what
pull it
I
all the way
mean.
up if you want.
How do you fix the crotch?
I
Hmm.
just took it in my hip area.
You have to show us.
Yeah,
That's like,
We
yeah.
need video.
I got nothing for you. I've never made pants.
But see, my favorite pattern was this one. That's my favorite pattern.
Oh, the Butterick, yeah.
Yes.
5539.
And you can only find this online, not at Butterick. You have to get it either on Amazon or Etsy.
Because it's out of print with Butterick now, isn't it?
It's out of print, yes.
What do you like about those pants?
It's super easy to make, and they fit really well. There was no adjustment when I made them. And I
None
got
at
'em in-
all?
I've made them in every color.
Oh,
What fabric did you use?
Ponte knit,
What is it?
a Ponte knit.
Ponte.
hmm
There's that knit word again.
No,
But
there's
this is a
nothing like
really-
that.
Yeah, it's a very stable knit. It has a little bit of stretch, but it's not like your, t-shirt knit or anything like that. So it sews more like a woven than a knit. You just have to make sure that when you, like if you're looking at it, it says it's a medium to heavy Ponte knit. Don't get a lightweight Ponte knit.
No?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or else you'll have a
Will
pair of
that
dorm
stretch
pants.
more?
What'd you say?
Will that stretch more, the Ponte, a lightweight Ponte?
Yes, it's a
Mhm.
lightweight Ponte. It'll be almost like, stuff you could wear for a top, whereas the medium to heavyweight is what you want for a bottom. They
Okay.
might say bottom weight Ponte.
This is another one I really like
great.
too. It's a
I
new look.
love that one. New.
Oh, yeah.
What is it?
E6005.
E6005. I like that one. The green ones with the elastic at the bottom. Fabulous. My
And
flowers.
that is new look?
New look.
That's
I've made this one twice.
very fun.
Is
It's
that
real
one easy?
It's easy.
Do
Elastic
you have to
waist.
adjust?
No, I didn't have to adjust anything. You just have to, all I had to do is put like a little ribbon in here
Yeah.
to tie it.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, Kim.
And
I'm going
does
to do
that
that
sit-
one.
Those sit low or at your waist?
No, they set at your waist.
Can I see is there a narrow bottom on any of them?
No,
No.
no. They're not real wide. They're not wide.
Oh, okay.
No, they're not wide.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies, our time went so fast. Cheryl and I are going to jump into the journaling class.
Have
So
fun.
Fun.
I'll see everyone tomorrow at 11 Eastern, so 9
Okay.
Mountain. Okay?
Okay. All
And,
right.
Have a-
We're gonna have a fashion show?
yes, I'm wearing mine.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.